Hi you guys. So this is my first video recording for you. And I've decided to talk about something very simple. The reason I decided to talk about this is, what I'm talking about is the past tense. How to pronounce the past tense. What I want you to do is I want you to take it seriously. Levar a sério. Take it seriously. Because I've told you a lot of times. I've warned you. Eu avisei vocês. I've warned you. Why warn instead of let you know? Because it's perigoso, right? I warned you about it's a problem. Your pronunciation of the past tense. Because almost all of you, some of you are low intermediate, some of you are high intermediate, some of you are low advanced. But almost all of you make the mistake of pronouncing the past tense wrong. And when you pronounce the past tense wrong, é como você nunca aprendesse, como se vocês nunca aprendessem the past tense. Porque ninguém entende. Ninguém entende. Or, and this is important, they maybe understand you, but they think, oh, that person has shitty English. Why? Sorry, to be critical. I don't want to be critical. I don't want to be critical, but I want you to take it seriously. If you don't pronounce the past tense correctly, first of all, maybe you don't understand it when you hear it. But second, people will disrespect you for pronouncing it wrong. I didn't know this. I knew you pronounced it wrong. But recently, a native speaker who spoke to one of my students, and I said, don't you think she has great English? And he said, yeah, but the way she pronounces the past tense is really funny, And I was surprised. I really was. Because I'm used to, estou acostumado, I'm used to the way you pronounce the past tense. You got to change it. You got to take it seriously. I'm not kidding. So, what do I mean? I hope you know what I mean already. I'm talking about the past tense regular. Later, another video, I'll talk about the irregular verbs. But the regular verbs, what do we do when we spell a regular verb? We add ed. But when we pronounce a regular verb, we don't add ed usually. Usually we add the sound d or the sound t. And that's it. So I'm going to give you an example of your mistakes. First, when we add the T sound. So, trabalhar is work. The past of work, worked. Worked. I'm going to look at my ugly mouth. Worked. 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 That's the sound you need. Now, how do you say it? You say worked. Nobody understands it. It sounds like a different word. Imagine one of the most important verbs in English, and you cannot say it in the past because you say worked and nobody understands. That's important, isn't it? You're learning English so that people can understand you. And then the easiest grammar point, the past tense, you can't pronounce the past tense of work. You can't say. That's a problem. You need to take it seriously. That's why I'm being an asshole. Right now, I'm being an asshole. Idiota, como vocês. But I'm being an asshole on purpose, de propósito, because I want you to take it seriously. Worked. Asked. I'm looking at my list. Walked. Okay? Worked. Asked. Walked. The past of ask. Asked. The past of walk. Walked. It's a T sound. It's as if it's W-O-R-K-T. Worked. So don't be stubborn. Don't be teimoso. Okay? Teimoso, stubborn. Don't be stubborn. Pronounce it right or know that it's a big problem. Okay? That's why, daqui pra frente, from now on, every class, every week at least, I'm going to ask you to tell me a story about what happened to you the last night or the last weekend. Why? Because I want you to practice using the past tense correctly, because you guys, Not just you guys. Every Brazilian is horrible at it. You cannot be understood. If you say ask it, somebody thinks you're saying another word. They don't think you're saying the past of ask. It's asked. Take it seriously. You can all do it. You're all experts at pronunciation. All my students. All you need to do is take it seriously. Or why learn English if you can't say the past tense? Seriously, man. Seriously. Okay. Then the word help. Help is verbs that end in P also in the past tense sound like a T if they're regular. So what's a verb that ends in T? Stop. What's the past of stop? It's not stop it. It's not stop it. It's not. Forget stop it. It's not. It's stopped. So how do you say eu parei de reclamar? Because I always complain, right? I'm the complainer. I always complain. So how do you say eu parei de reclamar? I stopped complaining. Remember, after stop, you use ing verb, okay? I stopped complaining, okay? I'm not going to stop complaining until you learn the past tense. Okay, otherwise, another one, help. What's the past of helped? How do you say, ele me ajudou? He helped me. Helped me. Helped no existe. Helped. Helped. Oh, here's another one. I forgot, with the K verbs, right? Liked. It's not liked. Oh man, that's such a bad mistake. It's a bad mistake because people don't understand you. The worst mistakes are when people don't understand you. There's no word liked. Liked. I liked it. Now, how do you say eu gostei da coisa? Eu gostei. I liked it. That's the past tense. Eu gostei. Did you like the film? Gostou do filme? I liked it. Aquele it não é o passado. Aquele it é o filme. Liked é o passado de like. Liked. I liked it. Okay? Fine. Now let's go to the other kind. I should be, looking at the camera, Okay, what's another kind of verb? Past tense regular. Well, they're the verbs that end in the D sound. Okay? And sometimes these are crazy. Okay? So the verb change. Okay? The verb change. How do you say change in the past? Changed. 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 Forget the E. Forget the E. Forget it. Sabe o que aconteceu? Vocês aprenderam nas escolas, se adiciona ED. E ficou na sua cabeça tanto que mesmo escutando a palavra certa centenas de vezes, você fala changed. Que nunca escutou nenhuma pessoa falando nenhum filme. Só se alguém estava zoando um estrangeiro. Because ninguém fala changed. Changed. I changed my mind. Eu mudei de ideia. Okay? We changed the subject. Mudamos de assunto. Change. Passado changed. How about acontecer? Happen. What's the past of happen? Happened. Something important happened yesterday. Uma coisa importante aconteceu ontem. Happened. Happened não existe. Até é estranho demais. Ninguém vai te entender. Something important happened yesterday. Changed. Okay? Aprendi com Cooper. I learned from. Aprendi com. I learned from Cooper. Okay? Called. Eu liguei para você. It's not called. Man, it's so much harder. It's so much harder. Why are you making that mistake? It's so much harder to say, I called you. I called you. Okay? Now, you can ask me, when, Cooper, when do we say id? Only when the verb ends in a T or a D. So, want, or passado de want, is wanted. Because it ends in a T. So, eu quis ver você, mas você não estava no Brasil. I wanted to see you, but you weren't in Brazil. Yeah, there you add the ed. Wanted. Okay? Oh, eu precisei muito de uma ajuda e ele me ajudou. I really needed help. and he helped me. Helped me. I really needed help, and he helped me. So need has the ed, but helped has the t sound. I needed help. I needed help. I wanted help. Okay? Finally, the word that drives me crazy, because Brazilians always add the ed, and then when they have to say eu resolvi, I decided. Eles não adicionam no ed. Eles falam I decide. No. O passado de decide. I decided right now. You have to take the past tense seriously. This is your number one priority in English. All of you. Take the past tense seriously. Okay, it was my first video. I didn't plan it. I'm sorry if it wasn't great, but I hope it reminds you, okay? Don't add id after regular verbs unless those verbs end in t, like want and need and decide. Wanted, needed, decided. If not, you add the d sound or you add the t sound if the verb ends in a k or a p. Stopped, helped, liked, worked. Okay? Or the d sound, learned, changed, moved, played, called, opened. Got it?